This program was pre-recorded. Well, of course it was pre-recorded. When else are you going to record it? Afterwards?
What's going on, guys? Angry Manduke here again.
You are a loser.
And what am I angry about? The spark.
Pineapple.
See, I flew it the other day, and it never came back.
How did you do that?
What had happened was, well, let me roll the footage, and I'll do it like a normal sparks over.
Very, very depressing.
I was flying it in Pennsylvania, so let me go ahead and turn this camera around. Well,
Smoke bomb. Ninja dust.
alright, so I launched from my hood, which I thought was the best thing because in Pennsylvania where I launched from, the ground was all covered in slush and it was just kind of nasty at that rest stop, and I thought it was a good idea. You can see that dude, it's running to take a crap. But, you know, I thought it's another similar thing to the West Virginia like you guys saw earlier this week. And I just thought, you know, the sun was out, it's going to be a great thing to do. And this one's, well, I didn't get as far as I normally do, and it started to break connection.
Wasn't that clever.
And it's not breaking connection here, and you know, you can see that other dude's like running back to his truck because it's like 10 degrees out.
Whiteouts and wind chills, walk it off, whiners. Withdraw whimpering and wake up, wankers. Wrathful wicked weather, wear woolens or waterproof wardrobe. Warm your wet work, wear by the wood stove. Winter is wonderful, wild.
So I'm just like, oh, well, let me take a look at the surrounding area, and you can see they didn't get quite as much snow, and it's not quite as barren as West Virginia is, but so I head out in this direction just to see, and it's a little windy, but not too bad, and like I said, it is really cold, but really cold just means that I get less battery time. It doesn't mean, and I had like 100% when I launched it, and the last I knew I had 85%.
Maybe he's dead.
And so, you know, I get out here and we're getting pretty close to where it sends me this signal that says, hey, I lost connection. The controller's like, do you want to send a return to home? And I'm like, yeah. So I send a return to home, and it says it didn't, you know, that it didn't come.
That's what she said.
Or it didn't receive the return to home. And the drone itself is supposed to return to home if it loses connection without that response. It's not supposed to need that message.
That's impossible!
You know, I'm looking around and I'm just checking it out, and I was going to go the other way and do it like I do all my drone footage where, you know, I just check out the surrounding area and check out the mountains and the snow. And
Maybe there's another little cloud right here. Just let these clouds just float around wherever you think there should be one.
the highway and the rest stop and the way it's set up, and
We don't make mistakes here. We just have happy accidents.
it just, none of that. Yeah, that was the end of it. So I'm angry about it because, one, I was going to give it away, and how can I give it away if I don't have it?
You'll have to grab someone else's. Mine are taken.
And no matter what happens, you're all winners.
And two, I mean, I did everything. I
Maybe something is fundamentally wrong.
after it didn't receive the return to home thing, I waited a couple minutes for it to try to, you know, reconnect because it was supposed to be coming back.
I'm so embarrassed.
And I gave it like 5 minutes doing that while I froze my nuts off out in the cold.
Yo, for real.
Because like I said, it was like 10 degrees out there. And then I restarted the controller, restarted the phone, connected the phone and the controller, and expected it to maybe return there. And then I actually took a long break waiting for the damn thing to land on my hood, because it did mark my hood as its return to home spot, but none of that worked. It never came back.
High-tech shit.
And, you know, I sat there for longer than it's ever flew, and it never returned. I walked around the area to see if maybe, like, it lost its spot and just, like, returned somewhere else, because it could be within, like, 6 meters. Well, I scanned an area of about 30 meters, expecting that maybe it you know, would have landed somewhere, but no, it didn't. The damn thing just took off.
Something else we have in common.
And I don't know where it is. It's probably in the trees somewhere in Pennsylvania. I think I was in the Poconos at that point, and not far from Jim Thorpe. So you guys might get lucky
I wish I could, but I can't.
and find it if you're hiking off the interstate, which I don't see happening, but maybe it will.
You're disqualified.
Honestly, I can't give it away if I don't have it, but you know, if my YouTube is successful enough and I make enough money on the truck, then I'll just get another one to give you guys.
What does that mean? What are our chances?
So I still have the Fly More package. I just don't have the drone, which is the key ingredient. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see what else I'm angry about, you can check out that video there. As always, guys, I want to thank you for watching. I wouldn't do this without you. I'll see all my friends later.
Class dismissed.